Homer is the most authoritative spicy food connoisseur. First, he went to Flanders' place. The sauce was labeled as 5 heat levels, but it only had 2. Then he tried Moe's hot sauce. It was totally bland, so mild it would have been more suitable for post-surgery patients. Officer Kearney pulled out a super hot chili pepper, one that scared everyone just at the thought of it. But Homer was worried the chili would get cold, so he quickly fished it out and ate it. The second the chili touched his tongue, Homer's entire tongue turned bright red from the heat. Homer's eyes locked onto the ice cream in a kid's hand, but before he could even touch it to his tongue, the ice cream had already melted from the heat of his mouth. So Homer reached for a beer instead, only for Marge to stop him just in time. Marge said, "You promised me you wouldn't drink beer anymore." Homer chugged glass after glass of water, but by mistake, he drank a glass of candle wax. Homer ran back to Officer Kearney. This time, he swallowed the entire chili pepper whole. Everyone was shocked by this. With everyone watching, Homer even ate an entire pot of the chili. He walked away confidently, but after just a few steps, a terrible pain started shooting through Homer's stomach. He begged Flanders to help him. Homer soon began having hallucinations. Dozens of mouths were chattering and nagging at him non-stop. Homer ran away in a hurry, but everyone else around him started looking twisted and weird too. Homer fled the place in a panic, feeling like he was trapped in a living hell. Thankfully, it was all just a dream. Homer was woken up by a golf ball hitting him. There's no room for one more piece of trash in the garbage can. Homer had to disguise the hot dog wrapper as a report card and tape it to the fridge. The very next second, Homer knocked over the garbage can, so he had no choice but to go outside to take out the trash. But since the trash had been piling up for way too long, gross garbage juice dripped onto his shoes. When he saw the garbage truck pass by without picking up his trash, Homer grabbed the garbage can and chased after it, just as he realized he couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, you trash-eating stickbags!
Unexpectedly, the garbage truck turned back around. Homer got into a fight with the sanitation worker, and the worker refused to provide service to their house ever again. This was a real problem. Lisa suggested Homer apologize to the sanitation worker, but Homer insisted, "I never apologize." Before long, the yard was piled high with garbage. Flanders carefully navigated his way through the trash heap. When the kids went to school, they first had to put out bait to lure all the rats away. The next day, Homer woke up and found all the garbage in the yard had been cleaned up. He thought he'd won this little battle, and couldn't stop bragging to Marge about it. It turned out Marge had written an apology letter to the sanitation worker, in Homer's name. Homer thought this made him look totally dignityless. To fix everything, Homer decided to run for sanitation commissioner straight away. Homer wanted to win over all the lazy people, so he changed the trash disposal rules. He stood in the middle of downtown and gave a speech. "Don't you hate getting up early to drag your trash to the curb? I'll hire people to come pick up your trash for you 24 hours a day." Homer successfully got elected as sanitation commissioner. He even organized a parade for the sanitation workers. "We'll help you take out the trash, shake the garbage bags, and we'll do it all with a smile. No garbage will even touch you." Ever since Marge became a cop, she's noticed illegal stuff happening everywhere. Dogs being walked without leashes, people littering casually, and one car taking up 3 handicapped parking spots. She never expected Homer to be the one who got out of that car. Marge told Homer to move the car right away, but Homer said he'd be back in just a minute. Marge pulled out a ticket without hesitation. Homer didn't take it seriously, saying, "We're family, remember?" And he even snatched Marge's police hat. Marge warned Homer, stealing a police officer's hat is grounds for arrest, but Homer just mimicked Marge, and made fun of her in front of everyone. The next second, handcuffs were clicked around Homer's wrists. After spending a few days in jail, Homer went home. Marge apologized to him, then explained she was just doing what a cop was supposed to do. But Homer didn't want to hear any of it. He drew a clear line between himself and Marge. The next day, while Marge was out, Homer invited a bunch of his poker buddies over, and poured out his heart about how wronged he felt. Homer noticed one friend was really eager to get to his garage, so he followed him to see what was going on. It turned out they were dealing counterfeit jeans. Homer tried to leave, but it was already too late. Luckily, Marge showed up just in time, and arrested all the criminals. Suddenly, one of the guys grabbed Homer and took him hostage. He dragged Homer into the treehouse, planning to shoot Marge as soon as she climbed up. What he didn't know, though, was that the treehouse had a secret entrance. It was then that Homer realized how stupid his earlier behavior had been. In that moment, he felt proud of Marge. The criminal tried to run away, but his shoddy counterfeit jeans caused him to get what he deserved.